Hey guys, Pro1701 here, and today we are going to talk about our scariest episode of Doctor Who. So what episode of Doctor Who do you consider to be the scariest one of all? Mine is easy, because it's the only one I can't watch. It unnerves me so much I can't go back and watch it. I've mentioned it before. It's from Series 1 of the modern series, The Unquiet Dead. I can't watch that story. I've watched it, I think, twice. I remember I watched it on original broadcast in the States, because back then we didn't get it right when the UK did. We got it like months later. I think it was somewhere in 2006, actually, when we got it on Sci-Fi Channel. But I could not sleep that night. And I was in my 20s. I had to sleep with the light on in my 20s, because it just unnerved me so much, that story. And even the second time I watched it years later, one, it's got really good atmosphere to it. It does that kind of past Victorian setting that Doctor Who does so well, really well. Good atmosphere, most of it taking place at night is really good. But what really sells it is the actors playing the zombies. I'm just going to call them zombies for convenience. But they do such a good job at playing the zombies. It sells it. The way the makeup is done, the way the eyes are done, the kind of sound they make. I can't remember exactly what it is. It's kind of, I forget exactly what it is, but the kind of noise they make is very unnatural, very creepy. Again, one of the scariest things is something that's almost human but not quite human. The statues in Blink or the Weeping Angels. The Autons is where they get some of their creepiness factor, because they're humanoid. They're almost human, not quite human. One of the reasons why I think old school zombies work really well. I'm kind of burned out on this trend of modern day sprint running zombies that run marathons. I like the old shambling walk where you can just see one of these things, and the way it moves, you know something is wrong. You are looking at a walking corpse. And that's how I get from these. The way they move feels unnatural. The way they look at you feels unnatural. They're looking at you through dead eyes. I feel like I'm looking at a walking corpse. That scene when Charles Dickens, and the guy who plays Dickens in this is really good, by the way, when he's looking out in the crowd and he's doing that kind of read aloud of A Christmas Carol, and he's talking about describing Marley, and he sees her in the audience, it looks about like that, and you see the grand woman's face glowing. That's really well done. Really creepy. The scene when the grandson and the grandmother reanimate a little later in the episode, and it's kind of done in the background. Like, I think somebody's distracted at the front. You see them in the background, slightly out of focus. You just see them sit up out of the coffins. Really creepy. Really creepy. I like the visuals when they're using the actress that also plays later in Torchwood, and her mouth opens and you see that light coming out of it. Creepy, creepy. And then when the doctor feels her hand and it's cold and it shows that look on her face. I mean, it's all done so well. It creates a very creepy atmosphere that it's just unnerving. It actually scares me. If there's the closest Doctor Who has ever come to sitting me behind the sofa is this story. And I'm not saying it's my favorite scary story, but it's got to be at the top of my scariest list, because it's the only Doctor Who story I can think of that, because of its fright factor, makes me not want to rewatch it. There are other Doctor Who stories that I don't want to rewatch, but that's not because I think they're scary. I just think they're really bad. I don't think Power of Kroll is scary, except for the fact I don't want to rewatch it because it's so bad. But this is the only one I can think of that it's so scary, I don't like to go back and rewatch it. Something about the way those zombies move in it are just creepy. It's just very unsettling. It's very, very unsettling, very unnerving. So that's mine, The Unquiet Dead. So I would like to know, what do you think is the scariest episode of Doctor Who, or at least the scariest episode you've ever seen, and why you feel that way about that episode? And are there any that unnerve you the way Unquiet Dead unnerves me? So let me know. Other things to do: click the like button, click the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications so you never miss out on another video. I also have a Patreon If you would like to become one of my patrons, there is a link to that down in the description below. So check that out. Let me know what you think. Couple reviews will be coming soon. The poll results are in. On the classic Doctor I'll be reviewing, it will be the second Doctor. The modern Doctor Who one is currently at a tie, so it's still going. Currently at a tie between 9th and 10th Doctor, so I'm extending that one a bit still going. I'm probably going to let that one run a few more days just to see if somebody will break the tie on that. That one is open to the public. Should be getting another poll up for my patrons soon. Still have not done the Turlo video. I did a poll for 5th Doctor Companions I should review, and Turlo won. But I'm not as familiar with Turlo. A lot of his stories I haven't seen in a long time, so that one may be postponed a bit. I really need to at least rewatch the Black Guardian trilogy again before I do that. So that one's coming, just not quite yet. Most importantly, though, stay safe out there, and thank you for watching.